Mom, I'm gonna go save the world, and only I can do it.
No.
What? What do you mean no? You know I'm the only one who can do this, and I have to do it now, so why no?
I mean, we're only 10% of the way through the story. I'm not allowed to support you until we're at least near the climax.
Just do it myself then. Alright, so what's today's topic?
Well, today we're talking about the parents.
The parents.
Yep, the parents.
The parents.
The parents.
Isn't that a rather broad category?
Well, it should be, but pick up any YA read and you only find one type of parent in there. So today we're just covering the one type that's actually shown in fiction.
Ah, I see what you're doing. Trying to be clever?
Trying to be accurate. I mean, look, just think about it. Every single parent in YA novels fits the same mold. They serve as an obstacle in the main character's path, are most likely weak and have trouble taking care of the family. They probably aren't as smart as the protagonist, but ultimately, they're gonna come around to understand that the protagonist was right all along.
Yes. It's how I imagine every disagreement that I have with Mom and Dad to go. They may disagree with me now, but someday they will see the light.
Okay, but did the light come upon you?
I see now. You have opened my eyes. I now see the light. The light has come upon me. I now know how to write a book. We don't need to talk about that. Let's focus on the parents.
Fine. Well, it's pretty much like you said, okay? Not coincidentally, parents in YA literature tend to be a combination of what most parents think their parents are and what most teenagers wish their parents would actually do, because they're wrong all the time, according to the teens.
Yeah. So is this another stereotype you're going to try to redeem then? Or is this first one going to be like the other one and go in the trash?
We haven't put it in the trash yet, thank you very much. But probably some of both.
The politician's answer.
Look, here's the thing. The trope has become widespread enough, and I think there are a lot of problems with it. A lot of stories would be better off if the parents just had more interesting personalities and didn't follow this simple stereotype. So, unlike some of the other stereotypes we've covered so far, this one I think we should actually move away from a bit more, especially since it's currently the more popular impression of parents in YA novels.
But
that doesn't mean that this trope can't be done effectively.
I see. So you're a fan of making parents look like stupid people?
No, but there is a reason that this trope exists, okay?
And it's stupid.
No, and it's not because of that, and it's not just because teenagers like to rebel.
Oh, so why not?
Well, it's really a bit similar to the mentor in many ways. The young protagonist needs to be able to act on his own and make his own choices. And so, for a younger character still living with his parents, acting independently often means clashing with the authority figures in his life. As, you know, with younger people, this generally is a struggle, as you can attest to. And so, fiction mirrors reality.
Struggle's real. It still seems like there's a lot of wish fulfillment going on then.
Well, yeah, there definitely is, which is one of the reasons I don't really like this trope a lot. Really, you get a lot more different kinds of parents in the real world than this one stereotype shows. So if you're writing a YA novel, you're going to have to deal with the inevitable parent-child clash, you know, assuming you just take the easy route by killing the parents off. But your story's going to be better told if it didn't follow the standard routes of making the parents stubborn and unreasonable people before giving in and saying that the child was right all along. Now that isn't to say that it can't happen in the story. It just means that it shouldn't be the one you initially resort to, because that's the only one you know about.
So what should it look like instead?
Well, I mean, there are all sorts of parents that you can have, you know? Maybe the parents serve as mentors of a sort, so that the child actually looks up to them. Or maybe instead of the parents coming around, it's a child that ends up coming around and accepting their parents' beliefs and realizing that the parents were right all along. You know, a lot of classic stories actually revolved around that trope, where the parents were right. I actually wrote a whole article about them, linking to in the comments below. But the idea that the child is wiser than his parents is actually more of a modern development. It didn't used to be that way.
I see. So, you want to take us back a couple centuries? Come on.
Well, I mean, most of the great novels were written in the 18th, 19th centuries, not like there's a ton of great novels being written today.
Typical lit major snobbery. Poo-pooing on the great literature classics like the Twilight series.
Yes.
So, are you saying it's always right to disagree with your parents? I like that. I like this stories.
Yeah, I know. That's my point exactly. We have enough problems with teenage rebellion without encouraging it in our fiction for people like you.
Well, you're probably right. Not really. Well, is there anything else we need to talk about today?
I think we're done.
I need to go convince Mom and Dad that once again I'm right about how the world works. Ah, boy. Anna, I have a few questions for you.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can't think of any. What are we going to do?
We're gonna have a Q&A video.
That wasn't forced.
No, not at all. Shout out to Blue Jay. I have heard you. I know that you want to see me in front of the camera more often. This is the answer to your pleas. I'm going to be in front of the camera. I'm going to be with Josiah and Daniel in this Q&A.
And shout out to whoever's disliked the previous video. I told you to dislike it if you didn't like Anna. Shout out to that person.
We all know that was Daniel. He disliked his own video.
It wasn't my video, and I would never dislike a video.
Lies.
You definitely
Oh,
did.
lies.
Especially because you told everyone else to.
You don't have anything more to say? Classical woman.
Daniel!